Zozani bogogo nomkhulusi sendoda lesu Gogo Bathini Mbatha. Uma uvula kuvala emzini nami amadoda u-anti usha. Today we're saying don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. I'm sorry if ever I'm going to offend anyone. Apologies. You know that I've never intend to offend anyone or any religion or any belief system out there. But I want to talk about the individuals who have a calling. Let's focus on a calling whereby you have to be a healer. Let's just say you have now got into that point. You know, you have to be a healer. You have done the process of amakobongo, it didn't work. You've done the process of ukulungisisithunywa, it didn't work. You have done the process of going to the church, it didn't work. Now you are left with the last option, which is you need to now do the work of the as a traditional healer. Most of those individuals are very selfish. They don't care. Most of the people, not all, but most of the people who have a calling, they really don't care. They don't care, and especially those that have the real one and the smoother one. Let me challenge you. Imagine you are a parent, a born-again Christian parent. Your child comes or your child gets sick, doesn't do well at school and everything, and then eventually it appears that your child must undergo a training, and then you refuse. You are a Christian. It's either way a Christian or it has never happened, like you don't believe in such things, doesn't matter. And you put your foot down to say, no, it's not going to happen to my child. It has never happened here and everything. And maybe the child is with you at that particular time, but the one that feels the pain the most is your child, it's not you. But you are determined, you're both determined to say, no, my baby, let's try this, let's do this. There's a church in Nigeria, they can close this down, let's go and check out this church. And there's a pastor in Pretoria can do this. I've heard there's a pastor in Potchefstroom. You travel, and you spend money, and sometimes you spend money that you don't have. Then eventually your child gets sick to an extent that you are maybe walking, or you're going to eat out, or at work someone just says to you, your child has a calling. Is either you lose your child or your child must go for training. Then you now focus on this thing of a training, not that you agree immediately, but people come, they convince you, you end up being okay, you end up being educated about it, you end up doing your own researches and everything. Then you talk to your child to say it's not that bad, and your child then they are already there. They already want now to say, ma, or baba, or my parents, I'm doing this. I have to do this. This is my life. Please allow me to do this. Not that really they need, the one that has a calling needs a permission from anyone to undergo or to respond to their calling. But if the child still stays with you, they're still under your roof, yes, they must speak to you, and the whole process must be conducive. Then you agree to this child to say, okay, my baby, it's fine. I'm giving you blessings. As much as I don't understand, as much as I don't have money, I'll see what I do. Then the one with the calling, oh, it breaks my heart, guys. It really, really breaks my heart, because I've seen it happening many of times. Then the one that has a calling, they've got the blessing from the parents, the blessing maybe from the partner and everything. Then they go for training. And when you go for training, that is not your mother's house. You know, there are terms and conditions, there are rules in the training. You know, you have to work in the training. You know, you have to be sharp. You have to do things quick. You know, you wake up very early in the morning. Sometimes you sleep late, you wake up, your sleeping time is very short. You know, there's a lot of things that needs to be done on training. There's a lot of things that you need to learn on training. There's a lot of rituals that you need to undergo on training. Sometimes, depending on your ancestors, in a very short period of times, you know, now we need to do this ritual. Now you need to do that. Now you need to do that. There are people that comes to your principal, to your trainer, for help. You need to learn from those people as well. Sometimes you have to consult on the behalf of your trainer to say, do this, do this, do this, do this. Then the laziness, the comfort zone that this guy, this person that has a real training, she or he had at home, it strikes. Says, here we work hard, here we do this, you know. At home, you were not doing a washing. You have to do a washing, even if it's your own washing. At home, you were not cooking. You had a helper. Now you need to cook. You know, at home, even if you had to cook, but whether you cook or you don't, it didn't matter. People will understand, will eat bread. Not in a training place. All of that. Then you get overwhelmed with a lot of work and pressure. Now you have this pressure now to say, I can't take it anymore. You know, you can feel it now. And then you complain to your Kobela, you know, my feet are not well. You know, whenever I wear shoes, my feet get swollen and everything. Then they tell you exactly you must go barefoot. Barefoot. Yes, you must go barefoot. No, I've got a headache and everything. Suddenly now you have to take a snuff. Or umbemiso, you know, the headache help. Now I have this, and now I need to do this. Now to do this. Now you are out of the comfort zone of going to the pharmacy and talk to the pharmacist, or go to what you want and everything. And whenever they give you something over the shelf, you believe it's not strong enough. Maybe you want to go there with a prescription. Maybe you want your antibiotics and everything. While there, when you're sick, they tell you, okay, come, you need to spade. You know, you have your 5-liter spade hanging behind your bums. You know, all of that. And you feel not comfortable at all. You know, you have to go exane and to throw out. You know, you have to drink a big bucket. You have to steam. You have to do all of that. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. I will never finish those work and everything. And I'm not intending to scare you. No. It's a standard things that needs to be done. You know, I'm not talking about the things that other people will complain about, the abuse, the physical abuse, the sexual abuse, the emotional abuse. No, that is wrong. That is not part of IPEL. But I'm talking about the general duties of IPEL. General things that needs you to do. Then you start using this thing, phone. You start now converting or shifting your focus. Yes, shifting your focus. You're now researching. You're now talking to people outside. Is this right? Is this wrong? Then you meet these traditional healers on social media who will tell you, no, that is wrong. Put airtime. I will phone you. I will tell you what needs to be done to you. Then they lie to you. No, you need to pay maybe 500 rand. You've got a supporting structure. And when you're selfish, you don't care about any other thing. You've got a supporting structure from home. They put money where now you're now paying other people. Now you pay them, or you ask to go to town as if you want something and you're going to make a deposit. Then they lie to you to say, no, they're not doing it right. You know, they were supposed to do it this way. After you've told them what is happening, Bona, they then capitalize on that to say, okay, let me say this. And then they will tell you to know, just tell your principal, your trainer, which your ancestors said you are ready to go, or your ancestor says you must go and finish at home. Then I'll help you. I'll give you guidance. I'll send you things that you should do and everything. I'll help you. How much did he charge you? No, they charged me 20,000. No, that is too much. I'll charge you 10,000 and everything. Then you're thinking, no, at home I'll still say 20,000, but you must give it to me. Then you want to take this 10 and move the 10. Then you forget about all the sacrifice, all the begging, all the researches, all the training that your parents or the person that is helping you. Sometimes it's not your parents, it's your husband, or it's your wife, or it's your children. Yes, it does happen. Or it's your children, or it's your family members, or it's your siblings, or it's your grandparents. Whoever that might be helping you, then you forget about them. You forget what they didn't believe in this. They've done this for me. They've compromised their own believing system for me. They've given me their blessing because they care about me. Then you forget that. Then you go now. Then when you get home, because a smart Gobela will keep quiet. Oh, they said that. Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, but I've already started working. No, don't worry. Go. If they said, so what did they say I must do when you leave? No, they just said I must leave. Okay, go. Then you leave. Then you leave. Or you have teamed up with other people that are there for training. You have teamed up now. You have teamed up. You are lying to each other. You know, there's too much stories now. There's too much stories. You know, there's gossiping happening around what. And the one that knows exactly why they are there, they keep quiet. Then you leave. Or it's one or two of you, you leave. The other one run away, or you are the one that ran away, or whatever. Then you tell your parents, no, ancestor says this. Then most of the parents, they are also selfish. Now they don't discuss this with Ukobela to say, the child is telling us this. How right or how correct or how true or how accurate is this? They don't do that. They just listen to your story. Okay, come here, my baby. Come finish up here. Anyway, they're abusing you here. Then you go. You get home. Things you start getting sick. Then you refer them to say, no, I've dreamed of somebody. You lied. You have researched about somebody. The person that lied to you to say you must move from there to home. Then they take you to that person. Then they pay again. Let's say, okay, to the first guy, they've already paid. Then the first guy says, if you're going that way, if they say you must go, you must go. I didn't say you must go. I'm not finished. So there's no money, there's no refund. Then you leave. Plus minus 20, 30, 40,000 has been spent on this one place. You go to another place. You go to the third place. You go to the fourth place. That's how selfish other people can be. Then when you've exhausted, there's a mother that phoned me to say, you know what, I think my daughter is taking advantage of my kindness. I've got a job abroad. I'm leaving her. And she will see what she does. It's a shame what happens to that young lady. It's a shame. Why? Because she is selfish. Don't be selfish. It takes a lot from people around you, from people who cares about you, to understand Oguchi, you have a calling. Now you've run away from there. No, they're abusing me. They want to rape me. You go there. No, they want me to date their daughter. You go there. You always have these stories that favors you. All the stories that you tell are the ones that favors you, which means whenever you are being honest according to yourself. And according to most of the parents, because the only thing that they listen to is their child. It's very few parents who affirm and take their children by hand and say, let's go back and you repeat what you are saying to us, to him or to her, and let's see who's telling the truth. Let's get somebody that will be neutral. Let's go. Let's involve police now. Let's go back. Very few parents do that. Very few parents do that. Then you are stuck with a child now that is being punished by the ancestors, whether they are now heavily on alcohol, heavily on drugs, heavily making kids, heavily making kids outside, heavily making chaos here, fighting with everyone, because now the ancestors that were responsible for you, they have left you, or you left them where you were supposed to train. You left them there because you either ran away from that place or you lied to leave that place. You left them there. Then the Amapara ancestors, they capitalize on that. Then they come. The one that died stealing, the one that died doing what? Now they come. That's when we call them in isiZulu ukuthi amathongo. Because amathongo, it's everybody from your family that has died. Clean and unclean one. And then idlozi is ancestors that are directed to you. So those that are directed to you, they've now left you, or you left them where you were supposed to train. Then your life is a mess. Your life is a mess. And when you are sober, you know, you can tell what you have messed up. But you are so selfish that you still want to convince another person. Somebody will meet you and say, Sbanban, you were so smart, man. You were so, a young, well-growing, well-groomed individual. We could see that the only thing that you needed is a support to go to school. What went wrong? Then you convince a new person. No, I have a problem. I need to respond to my calling. And the person that I found a person. And they always find people. Those people, they always find a new one. Trust me. They will always find a new one. No, ancestors, they've shown me the new one and everything. Then somebody, not related, not dating you, somebody, it does happen. Because maybe there's one ancestor that is left with you that will open that lock. Then they give you money. Then you go to that place. And then the history repeats itself. Then what? Guys, don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Think about people that are behind you. Think about parents that are behind you. Kuno mama who has done everything for her son. Everything. Supported the son. Came to me, but please mentor this child. Yes, ma Agnan King and everything. He ran away. He stays in the streets. It's not fair. I could see the pain. She's really concerned, and she now starting to blame herself. Maybe, Gogo, there's something that I didn't do right. I said, whoa, no. Your son is selfish. Pure selfish. Yes, there might be external forces. Yes, I don't want to dwell on that, on external forces, on induced witchcraft or whatever. I don't want to go there because others, they'll capitalize on that. It's people who don't want to struggle, to suffer, to achieve what they have to achieve. It's people who want to have it easier for them. There was a point in my life whereby I had to decide to put fuel on the car or to take a bus and go to Wanongoma to get meat. I will take a wheelbarrow, put it one of the houses by the bus stop, go to Nongoma, come back, push the wheelbarrow. I was a laughing stock in the community. How push pala? How? How? Didn't he say you worked for the media? Wow, hey. Where are they now? Because I've allowed myself to struggle for me to be where I am today. I am still struggling because if you have a calling, there is no break. You will never be in the situation whereby you don't have problems. You will always overcome your problems, but the new ones are coming. It's the name of the game. It will never change. So when you were supposed to go for training and everything, you don't want to do that. You want to have it smooth. You'll hear somebody say, no, my ancestor says I must be a prophet, because you think to be a prophet, it's much easier. Because you don't have to go look for muti, you don't have to go do that, you just have to pray, you don't have to do the ancestral dancing and everything. Oh, then it's easier. There's no path in calling that is easy. Actually, nothing is easy in this world. If you had it easier, then it will end up very painful. So it's up to you guys. All I'm asking, don't be selfish. Think about your mother. Think about your father. Think about your siblings. Think about your partner, your husband or your wife. Think about your children. Think about everybody that is sacrificing. Somebody that will say, I don't believe in this. But it's okay. Let's give it a benefit of the doubt. We don't want to do this, but it's okay. And other parents, you can see, they've once told you they don't want this, but you can even tell when you now taking their child back, on the graduation, a traditional graduation ceremony, wokuphothula, then you can see the parent says, wow, finally we're there. Then, shame. Then you start again. You have finished. You have overcome the worst in your calling. Now you take off everything, you leave it there, you go have fun. With people who were not there, with people who would never call you when you are there, with people who were not responding to your messages when you are there, with people who were laughing at you when you were there, with people who were saying you'll come back and become umtagat, with people who don't give a damn about you. Then you drop everything. Your parents, they've done what they could do. They were even getting excited. And as they were getting excited and more understanding, ancestors were opening luck for them. Because, ancestors will never give you a task and not finance it. They will never give a project and not finance it. Then you are not talking to them the right way. Then parents, they've been blessed and they've built this nice, whether it's Rondoville, touched, beautiful. They've done everything. Your consultation room is well tiled and clean and everything. They bought everything that you wanted, not because of they were boasting. No, ancestors, they've opened luck for them to help you. Then what? You dropped everything. You leave. You go stay with your boyfriend, you go stay with your girlfriend, you go stay with your friends. You say you want to go back to work and everything. Everything that you came up with, call it dust. Rats are doing their own ceremony, going up and down. Just because of you being selfish. Just because of you have a don't care attitude. It's not fair, guys. Guys, no, it's not fair. No, it's not okay. There's something wrong. That's why you see everybody from by everybody from what is happening? I'm still fixing things, and everything. You're lying. You want your comfort zone. Others, they will say, no, they said I must do everything at home. Yes, I'm not saying what other people. I've never went for training either. They said they've done. My grandmom said, I've done everything that needs to be done. Go work. And it wasn't easy. But I am working. But you go and do the training. Then they say, no, 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 don't be in the training. We'll do at home. No, you were not supposed to live at home at all. They were supposed to then do things. Then you were supposed to be the one that you were telling your parents, no, I had this vision. They said I must buy so. They said I must put a pizza so and everything. Yes, we can believe in you when you're saying that. But if your lie is going to show, and sisters are not stupid as you think, it's going to show at the end of the day. Don't do that. Let's not be selfish, guys. Let's think about the people that loves us. It's not easy to adjust to a partner that is now a traditional healer. Suddenly, it's not easy. Then suddenly you have left it. You are now doing something else. You're confusing the hell out of this person. Then when this person leaves you, you say, no, they left me because of my calling. No, they left because of they can see you're selfish. You don't care. You lie to them. No, my ancestors, they want a goat, but I must go buy this goat and go slaughter it somewhere and everything. Okay, here's the last money. Here's the last 3,000. Do that. You can put petrol and everything. You go, you take your girlfriend, you go out. You go, you buy yourself expensive stuff and everything. You want to buy yourself a cell phone. You lie to the side to say your ancestors want this and everything. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. If you want to play, if you want something to make quick cash and everything, you are in a wrong place if you choose or would you lie about your colleague. Sorry, you're in a wrong field because it will end up in tears. Salwa sendoda uGogo Bathini Mbatha umavula kuvala emzini mayemadoda u-anti usha number 1 locksmith. Thokozani bogogo.